أهلا بكم وبداية حلقتنا وأخبار السفارات المصرية في الخارج. السفارة المصرية في باريس تسترد 8 قطع أثرية تنتمي للحضارة المصرية القديمة. قام السفير إيهاب بدوي سفير مصر في باريس بالتوقيع على استرداد 8 قطع أثرية مصرية تنتمي للحضارة المصرية القديمة، وذلك من السلطات الفرنسية المعنية خلال فعالية نظمتها وزارة الثقافة الفرنسية بمقرها بالتعاون مع الجمارك الفرنسية، وذلك في إطار برنامج الزيارة الرسمية التي قام بها الرئيس السيسي لفرنسا. الخبر الثاني بيقول الرئيس الغاني يدعم مشاركة مصر لمعرض الطيران الأول بأكرا. صرح السفير محمد حيدر سفير مصر لدى غانا بأن الرئيس الغاني استقبل وزير الطيران المدني المصري خلال مشاركة مصر في معرض الطيران الأول بغانا، حيث أعرب الرئيس الغاني خلال اللقاء عن خالص التقدير للمشاركة رفيعة المستوى لمصر. ثالث خبر بيقول شرم الشيخ تستقبل أولى رحلات الطيران من أوزبكستان في إطار جهود الحكومة المصرية من خلال السفارات في الخارج لتشجيع السياحة الوافدة إلى مصر. استقبل مطار شرم الشيخ في نهاية أكتوبر الماضي رحلة طيران من أوزبكستان. على هذه الطائرة 235 سائح، من بينهم عدد من مديري وممثلي الشركات السياحية الأوزبكستانية. آخر خبر بيقول سفير مصر الجديد لدى روسيا يستقبل المدير الفني للمنتخب الوطني في إطار التحضيرات القائمة لمشاركة مصر في كأس العالم لكرة القدم المقرر أن تستضيفها روسيا العام المقبل. استقبل السفير الجديد لمصر لدى روسيا بمقر مكتبه بوزارة الخارجية قبل السفر إلى روسيا المدير الفني لمنتخب مصر لكرة القدم مستر كوبر، وهنأوا بالفوز وهنأ المنتخب وتمنى لهم التوفيق بإذن الله، وكلنا طبعا بنتمنى لهم التوفيق. خلصت أخبارنا، يلا نبدأ حلقتنا وسافرنا معانا النهاردة. أهلا بيكم ولقائنا مع ضيفنا النهاردة في جناب السفير. الحقيقة زي ما تعودنا دايما ان احنا دايما نفهم حوارنا النهاردة هيكون عن دولة استونيا ومعانا سعادة السفير. واستونيا دولة من دول أوروبا، هي موجودة في شمال شرق أوروبا بالتحديد. مش كتير عندنا معلومات عنها، لكن الحقيقة التواصل اللي حصل في الآونة الأخيرة مع كل العالم ومصر بقت يعني محطة أنظار العالم كله، والاهتمام بالسياسة الخارجية خلانا دايما نهتم بكل الدول ودايما نجدد علاقاتنا مع هذه الدول، ومن خلال برنامجنا بندي السادة المشاهدين فكرة عن هذه الدول. الحقيقة كمان كان في زيارة من السيد وزير الخارجية السيد سامح شكري لإستونيا في أغسطس الماضي، حصل من خلالها العديد من الاتفاقيات حول التعاون في مجالات مختلفة بين مصر وإستونيا. هنتكلم عنها النهاردة برضو مع سعادة السفير. هنتكلم كمان عن المحطات الدبلوماسية وعن زي ما بنقول دولته وعن التعاون بين إستونيا وبين مصر. تعالوا نبدأ ونرحب بسعادة السفير ساندر سونا سفير استونيا بجمهورية مصر العربية. Welcome sir, and nice to meet you here, and I know this is the first time for you here in Egyptian television, yeah?
Thank you, yes, that's true.
I want to talk to you at first about your career, diplomatic career. You told me you are an engineer.
Yes.
So it's a different field from diplomatic field. Talk to us about this change.
Well, my career started already more than 25 years ago, and I finished my university studies bit before we had a big event in Estonia. For nearly 50 years, Estonia was occupied and annexed to the Soviet Union, but in 1991, Estonia regained the independence again, and all the new state institutions were created at that time, including the Foreign Service, the Foreign Ministry. I was an engineer, and I worked a bit as an engineer in a research institution, but then new things were open to Estonia and to Estonians, for myself. So I took a chance to learn the world, be useful to a young country, and join the Foreign Service in 1992.
You start your diplomatic career, so it's a big difference to be an engineer and to be a diplomatic person. How did you feel at that time?
Yes, it was completely new environment for me, but this was for everybody as
it's
such.
It's a different way of thinking.
Yes and no. Not necessarily, because an engineer, you have to be very precise, very logical. You have to know what you do. You have to know what is your aim. You have to think through your next steps. For example, for an engineer to build a house, to build a machine, you have to know...
It's a scientific way of thinking.
Yes. It's useful in the foreign policy also. If you don't know what you want, your message to other people, other countries will not be strong.
And about the diplomatic field?
Yes. I started my career in Estonian Foreign Ministry dealing with international organizations and security policy, and then I was sent first to Brussels to our bilateral embassy, but also taking care of all the organizations in Brussels. As you can imagine, basically a new country regained independence. The first step in the foreign policy that we wanted to do is to become member of all the international organizations, including the European organizations, and to be part of the European integration. We concentrated a lot on European Union and on NATO, and this was my first job, and it was my job for many, many years. You can say even 20 years after that. So first we were looking for the integration, then we were preparing for the integration, then we got in, and then we worked inside. And all those steps I did in one way or the other.
If we talk about Egypt and you're coming to Egypt, how long have you been here?
I've been here now for 3 years.
For 3 years. Tell us about your experience here in Egypt. It was the first time to come here?
Yes, I've been as a tourist here before, but...
Before you became an ambassador?
Yes, yes. Well, this was...
But I think it's different to be a tourist and to be an ambassador.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, it's much different with being an ambassador. You have special tasks to fulfill. But it was a normal growth. As I said before, first the country and myself, we concentrated on European integration, but then we grew larger. Our interests grew larger. And then we established an embassy in Egypt. The embassy was established 2010 only, 7 years ago.
It's a new one, so
Yes, it was
needs more effort.
It was a new embassy. It was my predecessors had to do a lot to establish the embassy. I took over 3 years ago, but all the issues that were in this part of the world, in Middle East, related to Egypt, related to Africa, I have done it in Brussels or in capital, in Tallinn. So I knew the ideas and the developments, but then I came here and saw how it is materializing here at place.
What's your impression about Egypt as a whole?
Well, it's a developing country, ancient but still developing, and I've seen big developments during those 3 years. I can say that the country is much different from 2014 when I came here. But there are many things still to be done.
Yeah.
Of course, that's a matter for every country. None of the countries can say we have done everything, and it would be even disastrous to say that I don't have anything else to do for a person or for a country. But still, there are very concrete things that Egypt is planning to do, I've learned.
Where did you go in Egypt?
Well, I've been in some places. As a tourist, I've been to Luxor, Hurghada. Now, being ambassador, I've traveled to several places in northern coast and on the Red Sea, in the desert. So I've seen the variety of Egypt.
Well, what's your impression about the ancient pharaonic civilization?
Well, it's a mystery for everybody, be it foreigners or be it Egyptians. I understand that a civilization, a culture like that could exist thousands of years ago. But it can tell also the thing that...
Did you go to the Egyptian Museum, to the Citadel, to the pyramids?
Of course. I've visited several times the Egyptian Museum. Pyramids area, it's magnificent.
If we're going to talk about Estonia, give us a brief about Estonia, about everything there.
Yes, well, Estonia is, you can say, different from Egypt.
Yeah.
Because the climate is different, geography is different, also history is different. We have a lot of nature, different nature. In Egypt there is also nature, but our nature is different.
The Estonian citizen
differentiate from others?
From others, European countries or citizens?
Well, we have many similarities with European countries, but Estonians are very thorough people. Sometimes we may be very slow, but that's because we reflect, and that's why also why we'd like to do things very thoroughly. It might take sometimes long time, but not necessarily. And if we promise something, we will do it. We will study every aspect. We will find the best way. And also, we would like to do everything in the most modern way. Because that's the necessity. Being a smaller country as we are, we have to be as efficient as possible. We don't have huge resources, So we have to use the best knowledge.
You have to collect everything about any subject, then to take the decision.
Yes. Yes.
So it takes time. Maybe it's an advantages sometimes and disadvantage at another time.
Sometimes it takes
Yeah.
time, but not necessarily. If we have reflected everything, we will do it quickly. And we are using modern things, how to manage our country and how to do things.
الحقيقة يعني سيد السفير كلمني عن حبه لمصر وعن الحياة في مصر والآثار الفرعونية الجميلة والتاريخ الزاخر الفرعوني طبعا، واللي كانوا بيسمعوا بيقروا عنه، قد ايه هو كان سعيد لما شاف كل الحاجات دي، وان هو كان قبل كده بيجي سائح، لكن لما بقى سفير الوضع بقى مختلف. كلمني كمان عن استونيا وقلت له ايه اللي بيختلف عند المواطن الاستوني عن غيره من المواطنين الاوروبيين، فقال لي ان هو الى حد ما بطيء شويه وده بياخد وقت في اتخاذ القرارات. قلت له طبعا ده احيانا بيكون ميزه واحيانا بيكون عيب، لان هو بيجمع كل المعلومات علشان يصل لقرار. If we talk about the cooperation between Egypt and Estonia, there was a visit from our foreign minister, Mr. Sameh Shokri, to Estonia last August. Yeah.
Yes.
What about this visit and the cooperation between two countries in the future?
Yes, well, the visit of the minister was very good. It was historic visit since it was the first one. First ever Egyptian minister visiting Estonia. And well, that reflects very well the stage of our relations. As I said, the embassy was established only 2010, relatively few years ago. So the relations are still in the beginning. But for this year, the relations were mature enough to have a foreign minister coming to Estonia. Our minister has been here before. Our minister opened our embassy in 2010 already. He has visited Egypt several times after that also. Other delegations have visited. And I'm pretty sure now that the visit of Egyptian minister to Estonia will make us to communicate even more. There have been also business delegations visiting from both directions. We are relatively far away from each other. And in general, maybe not that well known. But that is the task of me and the embassy, and the same probably for the Egyptian diplomats, to familiarize the business people, ordinary citizens, the possibilities what one country can offer to another, Egypt to Estonia, and Estonia to Egypt. Certainly, as a tourist destination, Egypt is well known among Estonians. The number of Estonians was really, really amazing 10 years ago.
In your opinion, what did you achieve in these 3 years?
Well, I have achieved this, that there have been more meetings, more visits. I think we know each other better, and this is everything as a basement for any future steps.
If we go back again to Estonia and talk about Estonia, what about style of living there? What about the main dish there? Give us a picture about people live there.
Well, as I said earlier, Estonia has very good nature resources. I mean the pure nature, be it forest, be it the beaches, the coastline, We are at the Baltic Sea. We are a sea-going nation. We have many islands. The food comes from there also. We like picking berries or mushrooms in the forests, catching fish. We like everything fresh.
From nature. From
nature, yes, exactly. It is very hard to say what is the national dish, but we have a variety of things, I think we have something to offer to the foreigners also, to astonish them with Estonian food. It's simple, but it tastes good.
I smell it. Thank you, sir. We finish our first episode with you. We'll complete in the second episode. Thank you for your visit.
Thank you.
Welcome, sir. وانا بساله الحقيقه عن اهم ما يميز استونيا وشعبها والطبق الرئيسي فيها الحقيقه، وهو بيقول لي ان احنا بنحب كل حاجه فريش وكل حاجه طبيعيه، لانه زي ما قلت لك الطبيعه هناك جميله جدا، وعندهم الاربع فصول كما هي. هم بيحبوا الشوي والاسماك والاكل اللي فيه مشروم او عيش الغراب والمخبوزات، الحاجات الطبيعيه اللي بيعملوها في الطبيعه. فبقول له الحقيقه يعني انا حاسه بده وانا بتكلم معاك وحاسه بريحه الطبيعه. وطبعا زي ما شفنا انه اهم ما يميزهم كشعب ان هم عندهم هدوء وعندهم يعني التفكير بياخد وقته علشان يوصلوا للقرار المناسب. في نهاية حلقتنا النهاردة بشكر سعادة السفير ساندر سونا سفير استونيا بجمهورية مصر العربية. بشكركم أعزائي المشاهدين، لكن لسه هنتكلم عن جوانب التعاون أكتر بين مصر وبين استونيا بعد زيارة السيد سامح شكري وزير الخارجية لإستونيا أغسطس الماضي. استنونا في الحلقة الجاية. شكرا وإلى اللقاء.